Welcome back to PÖFF TV. I'm Anete, and we're right in the heart of the Black Nights Film Festival. Today, we have fantastic guests joining us, the brilliant directors behind the experimental film, Yellow. Let's give a big welcome to Oliver Hirschbiegel and Albert Oehlen. Is that right?
It was correct.
Oh, yes, okay. So, I want to know about the film concept. The color yellow is dominant throughout the film, right? And why yellow? What does it symbolize? What does it represent for you?
That's one for Albert.
Okay.
He's the painter.
The painter of the film. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't... We needed a title, and yellow obviously played a big role in Van Gogh's painting. The movie is about Van Gogh.
Yeah.
And so that made sense for us.
Just because Van Gogh used this yellow color, then you thought just yellow.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What inspired you the development of the characters in the movie?
I mean,
now it's Oliver's turn.
Yeah, Oliver, now.
Well, I didn't write it.
Oh, okay.
Albert did write it, but I think obviously it was the fascination for this character, Van Gogh, and it's more or less based on the letters that he did write to his brother Theo. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I got the ideas from reading the letters, and I just underlined the things that interested me, and it deals mostly with the cliche of him being poor, and so the theme that I got out of it was his relation to his models and how to pay them, how to get them. It wasn't easy for him, and so in his letters he's constantly begging for money from his brother. And he actually got that money, but he spent it all. So,
do you know where he spent it?
He spent it on paying the models, on art supplies, a lot on art supplies. And as we all know, he painted very thick.
Oh, yes.
And I'm a painter myself, and I don't... I mean, I know you don't have to paint thick.
But he certainly did.
And his letters, he's obnoxiously demanding, even.
Oh, so another
really,
side of one...
He's asking for more money, as if it was like a very obvious thing to do. So yeah. I was surprised.
Yeah, because...
I didn't know that.
Because like, it was like the other side of Van Gogh, no? Yes? He had like two personalities. Can you tell me about it more? How was he like day-to-day life, and how was he towards the brother? Like you said, he was really demanding, but... I
mean, I don't think he necessarily had two sides, but it was contradictory with the way he behaved, because if he was really starving, he should have spent less money. Probably.
Thinner layers on the canvas. Could have done the deal, but he refused to.
A little bit of a diva, I guess.
Yeah, it's a fun subject for a movie, I think. Yeah.
Well, Van Gogh is really part of it. Can you tell me about the casting process of the character? Any special moments?
I mean, the initial idea for it came from me. I can say that, or yeah.
Yes, of course.
So, and we both had made a movie with this actor Ben Becker, who's a brilliant actor, and so it's not obvious that he would play Van Gogh because he looks quite different. Probably the same hair color, but that's all. And he's more a strong guy, Ben. But we, I mean, I'm not a filmmaker. He's the film guy, and so I just work with what I know, and I know one actor.
Only one actor.
Well, I must say that Ben and I go way back because we did 2 films together, and we had a good relationship. And he's a bit of a force of nature. Some people are afraid of him even.
Oh.
And but he claims that I'm one of the few directors he actually listens to. That's why Albert got me on board.
Must be nice to hear that. Well, how did the collaboration between a filmmaker and an artist shape the film's aesthetic and emotional impact?
Yeah.
It's really different concept, in my opinion.
Probably I don't have an answer for that, except that we know each other for a long time. And he comes from an art school. That's where we met some decades ago, and
And as he was by far the better painter, I decided to stop working on canvas and moved into film.
And now you brought those two
But I
things
think
together.
our mindsets have certain similarities, and crossover makes sense.
So it made sense for you. The duo of you, it just made sense.
yes.
That's really nice to hear. You're like, you basically, you said decades ago you met, and now you have this big project, and you're here now. That's
Yes.
amazing.
And we made that one project before that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, it was the same
It's
actor.
our second film.
Oh, that's nice. What do you hope the audience will take away from Yellow? What is the leading message in your intentions?
I never have intentions or messages that I want to get across. I strive to entertain the audience and raise questions, and I guess that would be the same for Albert.
Probably, but I'm a visual artist. I mean, I'm a painter, and I don't think of the audience, which, yeah, in my case, I don't have to do that as a painter, and so.
Yeah, it's like different to a filmmaker and to a painter, I guess.
Yes.
Well, was there a personal experience or an event that prompted the creation of the film?
No.
Just the fascination of.
I was impressed by this actor, and I had fun working with him, which was new for me in the first movie, and I just thought to bring the two together again, and I had this idea which can express a lot of views that I have on art. I mean, the movie is about painting, and there's a lot of painting in the movie that my hand is doing mostly, and so for me, it's about this painting. Yeah.
And what about you? Do you have your side of the story?
Well, I very much enjoyed working with Albert. It's unusual to have like two directors, or like say like a front director
Yes.
and the writer, and really collaborating while you are shooting. And I was surprised how much I enjoyed that. And then I come from the commercial film world, so I really do. And usually I do like big budget entertainment and all that. And this setup is like low budget art house, whatever you want to call it, and gives you way more freedom. So one of the challenges here, or one of the ideas here in the second film, was something I wanted to do for a long time. Just force my cameraman not to use any light at all. So don't do any lighting, just use available lights. I allowed him sturos and things like that, but no actually lighting. And I think it's interesting how it works if you look at the film, because it looks quite good.
So you were. It was really different for you, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool. So it wasn't never boring on the set. you
No.
got to paint and well, about the film and the filming process, like you said, you had more freedom, you had more experimental stuff, but what was the biggest challenge of it?
Well, the general challenge that you find anywhere in filmmaking, to get it in on time, to get it all on time and get it in a proper way. But that's a challenge that you even deal with when you have like $200 million, I'd say, right?
I'm not a filmmaker, so
Yeah.
He actually is a filmmaker. He's being shy here.
Well, it's your second project, so maybe you are a filmmaker. Well, as a filmmaking or this duo, what are your future plans? Do you have any more plans?
That's a good question.
You haven't thought about it.
I don't know if he can tolerate me another time, so that's the big question.
I mean, decades ago you met, you're still tolerating.
It doesn't cost me any blood to tolerate Albert in collaboration.
Well,
of course, I have projects that I'm attached to, and that's the next thing is probably going to be a limited series with 6 episodes. But let's see, huh?
Yeah.
let's see.
Yes.
Of course.
There are
Open to
ideas.
anything, yes, right? Am I right? Well,
Yeah.
if you have to describe the film in one word, which is not yellow, then what would it be? And why? In one word. Yellow would be an easy way out, you know.
Devotion.
Devotion.
I have no idea. I think of chaos.
Chaos and devotion. Why is that?
That includes devotion. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Devotion including chaos. That's
Yeah.
better. Devotion including, but that's 2 words.
Well,
No, mine, one.
one is
of-
for you
by
and one is
by
the
me,
other. Yeah.
Chaos, devotion.
Well, I would love to chit chat with you, but the time is running out. Sadly, I had a blast talking with you. I find the film very, very interesting. It's very experimental. It's very aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed Tallinn, and we're very happy that you're here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.